I always believe, like, if you have a leader with a vision, we will achieve something. Good things about Saudi Arabia. When we do things, we do it big. The World Cup they're doing right now is the biggest ever for e-gaming. The price is like, I think 40, 45 millions. Boxing, you talk to anyone who in boxing community, they will say Saudi Arabia saved boxing.
100%. What do you think this means for content creators like yourself?
It's a golden age.
Today we have a very special guest, a big content creator in Saudi Arabia, 130,000 subscribers on YouTube, 50,000 followers on Instagram, Mr. Jafar Smith. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mr. Smith, bro. Hold on, bro. We gotta go back because we need to know how's a Saudi named Jafar Smith. Break this down for us, bro.
Well, Jafar is the real name.
Jafar.
Yeah.
Jafar Smith. Jafar Smith.
Jafar, but Smith is not. Jafar Smith started as a joke.
Yes.
Like back in the days when we used to use Facebook.
Yes.
I changed it to Smith just as a joke.
As
with
a joke.
friend.
Yeah, I knew it was a joke, but breaking it down for us is gonna make it funny.
Yeah, I was in the States, so Smith is a common name in the States. True. So I changed it, and I tried to change it back in the next day, but they say, no, you can't change it until 30 days comes by. Like I'm like, okay, I'm stuck with this. So and stuck with me.
Wow, it's kind of dope. It's funny though.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
The funny thing is, like, it gave me more. I don't want to say personality, but like everyone, like, it stuck with them the name Jafar Smith, so they know it, and they were like, why Smith? And it's bring the story and like why Smith?
So basically, you was playing with Facebook. When you went to try to change it to your real last name, they didn't let you. Now it's funny to hear Saudi named Jafar Smith.
So what is your real full name?
My name is Jafar AlMousa.
Okay.
AlMousa, mashallah.
Amazing. So we'll get straight to it. Yeah. Basketball. So me and Mutab, I'm not a big fan. Mutab's probably a bigger fan being American.
I kind of fell off when I moved to Saudi because of the time difference, man. I'm going to keep it real. You probably know more about, Saud from Smoky Bears, my partner. He know all. He be calling me like, you ain't know this? I'm like, bruh.
Well, right now, it's he must be watching it, right? Because it's Boston-Dallas final. I know Boston are 1-up, right?
Yeah,
so,
unfortunately.
You're following it. How do you feel about it? Who are you sporting? Few questions on it.
So yeah, I started watching NBA since 2000. Okay, first thing I saw, I saw a guy with an afro. I was like, he looks amazing. It turned out he's Kobe Bryant. Okay, and that 3 years they had a big run, him and Shaq. Yes, and I started following. Like my background, like we watch a lot of sports. Me, my dad, my family, like mostly football, the real football.
American or
no, the real
football. Okay,
the real
football. Americans.
Okay.
We felt
soccer for American friends. Okay, but I started loving the game and went with the Lakers, the good and bad with the Lakers and everything. And when I started to create content about NBA. And it's like one of the things I'm known of. But right now, the Boston Celtics are playing against Dallas Mavericks.
I didn't even know that till Shams just told me. See, that's how far away I'm just been.
Well, one of your friends is playing, so you should know.
Yeah, I know. I see him keep posting him destroying people.
Jalen,
like he is so
destroying people,
like,
bro.
Okay, everyone is when they're talking about Boston Celtics, they're like, okay, the guy of Boston Celtics is Jason Tatum. Okay, it's known like he's the best player there. But this year, the narrative is changing.
You only had Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown is doing much better in the playoffs when it's the moment.
Yes.
And he just won the best player in the Eastern Conference final. So he's the guy right now.
Yeah, shout out to Jalen Brown, man. He's a friend of ours who came to Saudi Arabia, loved it, loved the culture.
He's a good guy. You
good
hear him talking, he's a good guy.
Dude.
You always seen with the free guards and stuff as well.
Yeah, he represented. Like he always speak up for the people.
Because from what I've read, it's is it Jason Tatum was Luka? Is that the kind of matchup that people are talking about, right?
Yeah, because I hate to say this, but Americans have something when they want to create like, the face of the NBA must be an American. So the whole year they were trying to make Jason Tatum the best player around the world because all the other players, the good ones, are Europeans.
Europeans are dominating these.
Exactly.
Like,
and they hate it.
I get the names confused because it's similar. They all sound alike, but I know it's two of them that's destroying everything.
Jokic, I think.
Yeah, Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic. Yeah. And there is Giannis Antetokounmpo and there is Shai Alexander. He's Canadian, so half Americans.
Yeah. Well, they don't count. No,
so they're hating and they trying so bad to make a face of the game as American.
Because it's an American sport.
Yeah.
So who was the MVP this year?
This year, Nikola Jokic for the third time in 4 years.
Third time in 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are Europeans ain't no joke.
And this is what I hate about NBA. So last year, Nikola Jokic were playing so good, but they didn't want to give him the MVP because it's based on voting. There is 101 media members who vote for this.
American media, they vote.
American media, yeah. They didn't want to give him because, we don't want him to have three consecutive MVPs, and he hasn't won the league yet because he won it last year.
Yes.
Before he won, like they didn't want to give him 3 MVPs before winning. They were like, the last one who won 3 consecutive MVPs was Larry Bird. He's a legend. We don't want to compare him.
Bro.
They didn't give it to him.
You know Larry Bird?
They give
That's
it to
old
him.
school. That's like Jordan's
bro.
Yeah,
right?
But the reason I like Larry Bird, he was tough, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody, I think Magic Johnson. You know Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson said that of all the NBA players, he played against the best because their era was the best.
The 80s,
he said Larry Bird get into the head of everybody. Say that he get into your head because he was tough, he was rough,
and he was the first real famous white player, right?
Yeah,
like,
the first famous white player with majority bet, but he was tough. But they said his mind game. He Magic Johnson said he was the worst to play against.
It's a good, like him and Magic, they lift the NBA so much because they play against each other in college. Then they play in the NBA. Larry Bird is like amazing with his trash talk. Like usually when they talk about trash talk, it's just like black dudes and these things. But like Larry Bird was so amazing. Once he said, I'm not going to play with my right hand. I'm just going to play with my left hand. And he did it. And he was amazing. And he destroyed the team.
Yeah, he wasn't no joke. Yeah,
so you really are a basketball fan?
Not basketball. The sport that I love the most is basketball.
Okay.
No doubt about it. You know, growing up in America, the Chicago Bulls.
That was your team?
That was my team until I went to the Lake. But when Jordan retired, I was hurt. I kind of felt like the NBA like betrayed me. I was like, man, how did they let this man go? I stopped watching for a while. But then when the Lakers came, when Shaq and Kobe became teamed up, that was the next level.
Who's Tupac's team? You had a team?
Lakers, I believe.
Lakers.
All the legends are with the Lakers.
Yeah, Lakers. Yeah, Lakers.
West Coast. So who? This wasn't even in my questions, but I'm curious now. So who's your favorite player? Kobe, LeBron, Jordan?
I'm Kobe all the way. Like
Kobe over Jordan?
I didn't watch Jordan. I watch him with the Wizard.
Yeah.
Jordan lovers.
He was at the end of his career.
Look, when we talk about the GOAT, the Jordan people, they only count 6 years when he won the championships. They don't want to count anything. Because they all they talk about is like 6 rings, 6 years.
That's all I count.
Yeah, but he lost at the beginning. He didn't do anything with the Wizards. Still, he's amazing.
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Jordan, Kobe, of course, legendary. Kobe was a different player, but everything from his get up is Michael Jordan.
He said
his moves, his styles. So if you love Kobe, then you will have to love his teaching.
I start watching this game with Kobe, so it's
I get you. Yeah,
it's my favorite.
A different time.
LeBron is with the Lakers now, so Kobe over LeBron as well, yeah.
Of course, like Kobe is something else for me. Like when we want to talk realistically about who is the best player ever, like in this era or that era, like LeBron James, whatever he's doing is amazing. And like he's playing his 21st year.
Yeah,
like he is amazing.
21st, you said?
Yeah, he started in 2003.
He started in high school. He's straight from high school. He's one of the first.
St. Mary St. John's and to Cleveland Cavaliers in 2003 until now. He was putting numbers at 39. No one ever did.
Yeah,
like you see Cristiano Ronaldo, what he does with football at this age.
Yeah.
LeBron is doing more.
Yeah,
at that age, it's amazing what he is doing.
But so would you say he's the best? Is there anybody doing better than him?
No, right now, yes, a lot of players, but like he's the GOAT in my book because I didn't watch Michael.
Bro, you got to go back and watch Michael after this. You got to go.
So a lot of games.
They had a good. It was actually on Netflix.
The Last Dance.
You saw that?
Yeah, I saw that. It's a lot of TV or like
Jordan was in it because I grew up watching him live. I never seen nothing like it before or after.
The thing I like about Michael, what he said is you cannot say who is the GOAT because there is different eras. And if you watch the game, you see there is different rules.
True. So
it's hard to say, okay, Will Chamberlain put 100 points.
Yeah. But a lot of people, the young don't know Will Chamberlain, but he broke the record. But you're right because and Kobe like it was next level though. Kobe was also one of them players that was different. You know what I mean? But I like the era. It was the tough era. The Pistons. Remember them?
I hate them.
The Pistons had a crew. Everybody hated because they were
aggressive, right?
They was aggressive. They was dirty players.
And they won against the Lakers in 2004, and I started hating them.
I like that era.
So you clearly, Jafar, have turned your passion into.
Sorry, go ahead.
So you said say?
Nah, go ahead.
I was going to say, so you've turned your passion into basically your career, right? So what is your content creation journey like? How did you get to this point?
So I started doing like a small videos when I was young. Like we had a video camera with the tape. You know, these old, like the new generation don't know about this, but it's not all cell phones and electronic recording with the tape and everything.
I used to do a lot. Shams know about that. Shams a youngin.
Yeah.
Ish. I mean, a little bit.
Yeah. So I used to do a lot of these kind of videos when I was young with the family things.
Yeah.
And after I graduated like college with an engineering degree, I worked for a year in that sector.
Yes.
It's boring, by the way.
You went to college in Saudi?
No, in the States, in Arizona, UFA, Wildcats all the way. And I started working for a year. It's a job. It's not a hobby. It's a job. Like you get paid, but like it's no fun.
But I get you.
And I was thinking, okay, let me do some YouTube things. And with the support of my family, because I would never been able to do that. Like, I go to your family, mother and father, like, I'm going to quit my job to do videos. I'm not going to get paid.
Of course, they'll laugh at you.
Back then, they probably... Well, how many years ago was this?
It was like in 2016 or 17, something like this.
You say that to Saudi back then, they probably like, huh?
Yeah. I want to be a YouTuber.
They probably said, do rookie on him.
Yeah.
Because it's unheard of, right? Especially
Yeah, but like
2016.
You graduated with this degree and you want to quit working with this degree and you want to do YouTube and you're not getting paid. You will ask for money as well because you need equipment, you need things. Okay? But they were so supportive.
Inshallah.
Like my father and my mother, like my mother is still like, she doesn't know a lot of what I'm talking about basketball. She has her phone, she put it and she's doing her her things like cooking or whatever and have the phone like with my videos. And she's like, I just want to give you more views. That's what she does.
Mother love, like the love of a mother.
I really appreciate like my mom and my whole family.
Dope, nice.
And they support me through this journey. So I started doing some random videos, not sports videos. Then I stopped that. I grew that my first channel to 20K something in 6 months. I stopped that. Then I was like, okay, let me do some sports. I watch football, the real football, more than anything. As a Saudi, you know, like we watch.
Who's your team?
Real Madrid, of course.
Okay.
It's there.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
all the way. But like a lot of people create things about football and they have a passion about basketball. I was like, okay, we're missing this in Arabic. There is no content creation in NBA or basketball. So I was like, I know it's not going to get as much views or like as much attention, but let me start this. So I did a short video in Twitter. Back then, you only can do 2 minutes, 20 seconds. So I did a video, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. I talk fast, I talk quick about what is NBA. It's the day before 2018 season started.
Yeah.
What is NBA? And it's a blowout. It's like everyone watched it, loved it. And my concept was, okay, if I do a short video, a lot of people will watch it maybe because if I do 20 minutes video explaining the NBA,
people, true.
It might be boring.
They get bored,
And I started doing Twitter, only Twitter videos. Then after a year, I started doing YouTube. Some people knew me. So when I started YouTube, I got 1,000 followers in the first day. Because they already knew me in Twitter. So I started creating some content. Then like a lot of people helped me, like supported me. Then I did some collaborations with others, with football and other things. Like with the Real Madrid page, I did some football content, a lot of these things. I worked with the World Cup in 2018 with a company in Dubai to do some content. And it grew up step by step. It's grew up then like even the 2K, the game. Yes. I do collaboration with them. I flew to New York to do some collaborations.
But the real deal, you the real deal Holyfield.
Yeah, but to grow, like at the first 2-3 years,
it was difficult.
It's so difficult, and I'm talking like realistically, no money, just spending on the equipment and these things.
But you believed in yourself.
But I believe the support of my family. To be honest, I did some gigs like with some payments, but it's not a lot. It's not like it's sustainable. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you remember the first paycheck you got? Like, how much was it?
I'm not gonna say it, but I remember.
But it wasn't a significant.
Tell us, so you can motivate us.
It wasn't a lot of money, but I started working with the company. Shout out to them, like Sport 360. Okay, and they're based in Dubai, and I started to do short videos with them. Then after 3-4 months, they asked me to come to Dubai. They will pay all expenses, everything.
Nice.
And
they believed in you.
Everything, to work with the World Cup. We had a whole show about the World Cup 2018 in Russia, and we did a lot of things. They paid me good amount. I remember I got cash money. First day I arrived, I went to the store. I bought a new laptop. Like
So that means it was a good
money.
check. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was good.
it was a good check. I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
It was a good thing. But
yeah.
like without, again, like I cannot stress this enough. Without the support of my family,
So
I
your
wouldn't.
family is your number one supporters.
Yeah, believer.
So then you Jafar AlMousa, man. We not gonna
Yeah.
do the Smith family ain't
Yeah,
gonna
like
support.
my dad,
Shout
my
out to the
mom.
AlMousa family,
Yeah,
bro.
mashallah.
You know, ain't nothing like supportive family.
Had anyone in your family done anything like this before? Was this like a radical move?
No,
Nothing.
nothing at all. Like my whole family, like my dad used to work in Aramco, the oil company, and like
He's a Ramco baby. That's
Yeah.
why. The Ramco babies came out different.
Yeah.
Breathing all that petrol.
That's amazing.
we had a good life, like, but not the rich. Like I lived
Alhamdulillah.
one of the best lives. Like everything. Like I'm blessed. Okay, with
Alhamdulillah.
my family, the country I'm in. Like
Yeah.
I went to study in the States.
You see the big difference.
Everything
Yeah.
is paid for me.
This is a
Healthcare is
Natma
paid.
there. So-
I go to the state. They take very. If anyone doesn't know about that, like with the scholarship you get from the Saudi Arabia government to study
Yes.
abroad, it's one of the best with the medical insurance, with the schools they chose for you, like and the money
Bro,
they
you
give
know
you.
about this, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
They
started
give-
with King Abdullah. Allah,
Yeah,
Allah
yeah.
have mercy on, bro. You never hear about this. I don't know any other country that does this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
let's send you abroad like that. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands, probably millions of Saudis, all paid by the government, healthcare, monthly salaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one
Rent
semester,
as well, I think.
Rent,
one
everything.
semester in my
Mashallah.
University of Arizona, it costs 45,000 USD. Okay,
Wow.
one semester.
And the government paid for all
They
of this.
paid it. They give us allowance like around 2,000 every month.
What was she studying for that?
Like
Engineer.
the
he said,
engineering.
yes.
45,000.
Yeah, because for maybe you know about it
Yes.
in the States, when you're like from international student,
Yeah.
you paid like
They
3-4
put
times the
more.
prices.
But this is why you got to be thankful. Like,
Yeah,
not you, all of,
yeah.
like, especially the Saudis living in
Yeah.
their country, because I remember when I first moved here, coming from America is not, we not getting these incentives.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, you have scholarships. You might get on welfare. You got these type of
Yeah.
things, you know what I mean? But it's not
But that's the minority, I
Yeah,
guess,
that's the bare minimum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the Saudis have it so good. So that's why I never used to understand when I used to hear him complaining. Like when I first moved here, I hear Saudi complain. I'm like, bro, where you live? My mother, how many bedrooms you live in? 6, 5. Okay, what car you driving? What school you grad?
No,
Bro, it's nothing to complain about. Say, alhamdulillah.
Like we always say, like alhamdulillah, like I was born in this place.
Where were you
Alhamdulillah,
born? Where are you from?
Like I'm from the east side,
East
Saudi
side?
Arabia.
West side, the best side.
The east side.
The west side of America.
West side, the best side.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But and
West side is Mecca and Medina, no?
of course, like
So west side, the best side.
okay. If you say okay, yeah, but like since I woke up to this life, okay, my
Yeah.
dad has a good job. It's kind of government, like the oil
Yeah.
company,
Yeah.
and the healthcare is great. Like it's free healthcare and
Yeah.
everything. School is all free. Even if you want to study here in the university
It's free.
here, it's all free. Then I go there, and not even they pay for the university. If you have
Yes.
any small problem, you call the government, like there in the States, is the Saudi
Yeah.
government in the States. Immediately they will take care of you.
Yeah, I
And
know
we
it.
had this
Subhanallah.
some problems. Immediately they take care of you. Anything.
Yeah, I
you'll
used to
need.
stay I used to stay in this apartment. Like when I used to go, I lived here, but I used to go to LA on the summers. And I had this apartment in downtown LA, but it was a luxury apartment, nice apartment. It was kind of expensive. And there was a Saudi family there. And the government sent them there, paid for this apartment because they had some health issues. The mother paid for everything, bro. Took care of the family, took care of all the kids, like things you never heard of. Alhamdulillah, mashallah, man. Allah bless Saudi.
Alhamdulillah.
Because in America, we struggling with just trying to get insurance. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, like even I had some problems, like health issues. Like when I was in the States, like the health insurance we had to cover you so much. I had to do some.
Yeah.
I had some back pain,
Yes.
and the physical therapy, like
Yeah.
the insurance we have, they give you like 3 sessions every week for the whole year, free of charge. If you ask any Americans, like I told some of my friends, they were like, "This is crazy," and if they
True.
cover you to up to 10 million. In any case you have, and
The Saudi
in
government
health.
with the
Yeah.
insurance. Yeah, alhamdulillah,
one of
bro.
the
Y'all
best
got it
things
good. They
ever.
got it good, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I
alhamdulillah.
mean?
No, we blessed.
That's why
really
when the
blessed.
Saudis be talking about we want freedom, we going to America. Just give me your passport. Go to America. Let's
this is one of the things some people don't understand when we say like we love this country, we love this government, we love our
Alhamdulillah,
leaders.
sir.
They don't understand it, but
because
we
of these
lived it.
small things that you
Yeah,
witness.
exactly.
Who
and you
doesn't
live it.
understand it? You mean from people from
Yeah,
outside, right?
Yeah, from the outside.
Yeah.
They don't get it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you just talk highly about your leaders or like
Yeah.
the king, the crown prince.
Yeah.
Like Of course we will. Because we've seen these things.
You live in
lived
what they do on the bottom,
Yeah.
the blessings they bestow.
Everything is so easy for us.
Going back to your content creation journey, so in Saudi, so the Asia Cup 2027, World Cup 2034, like what do you think this means for content creators like yourself?
Oh, a lot of things. This one of the things, and even like for basketball, Asia Cup next year will be in Saudi Arabia. Asia Cup for basketball in 2025, it will be in Jeddah. From now until 2034, every year we will have some big competitions here.
Mashallah.
Like World Comeback was here last year. Snooker games, World Snooker Game will be here this year. You see the BLF, the fighting, the MMAs, the UFC thing, everything is coming here. For us, content creators, like these big events, usually, like let's say 5, 6, 7 years ago, when we think about it, okay, if I want to attend these events, okay, let me see how much airplane tickets are going to cost me, the living cost if I want to travel for these things. Because you'll never think, this thing will be here.
Yeah.
Right now, you cannot attend to all the events because everything is here.
Yeah.
So
all the big things.
So what's your favorite sport that you happy that they brought to Saudi? Like which one you like the
World Cup.
The World Cup.
I was in Qatar the last World Cup. I stayed there for like 20, 25 days.
Yes.
And it's when you see all the people from all around
you
the
was
world.
there, right?
Yeah, I went to the semi-final France.
So it's
Morocco,
different experience.
Oh,
amazing.
I was there 10 days before it started because I was working on the channel.
Yes.
And you see how empty the place, not empty, but kind of empty.
Yeah.
But at the first day, you see like how many nationalities there and how many people there. And you see everyone is happy. Football is like something amazing.
And they say it was the best
World Cup ever.
Oh my God, look. It's something... Is one of the things good for that World Cup is like it's in one city. It's never happens. Will never happen again.
It usually be in multiple cities,
multiple countries right
like
now. It's
the next
I think now it's gonna be
America,
Mexico, North America, America,
Canada.
Canada.
And it's gonna be everywhere. You have to fly between cities, whereas Qatar, Doha is essentially
that's in it.
The farthest place it will be like 45 minutes driving between the two stadiums. So football brings people together. That's one thing around the world. And when you see all the nationalities, and I did some interviews with people from South America, people from Europe, people from
all over.
South America. Like you learn a lot, and you see like most people are good. You see in social media a lot of things are like bad from this country. You hear some stereotypes, a lot of things, but you see it in football. But what I would love, like in 2034, like to all people from around the world.
Cup 2034?
34.
No. So that's the one in Saudi in 2034.
34.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when they come to Saudi Arabia and they experience Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
Because we have so many places to offer, so many things to see in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is so big.
Of course. Yeah.
And like I want people to see the beauty of Saudi Arabia.
So will it be in different cities when they come?
Yeah.
Because it's huge.
It will be in Riyadh, Dammam, Jeddah, I believe maybe I think Neom. I think it's 5, 6 cities in Saudi Arabia.
Because Saudi's big enough to do it.
Yeah. What do you think this means for content creators though? So for young kids in Saudi, boys and girls, or even older men and women, what does it mean for them?
It's a golden age. Let's be honest, it's a golden age. What the king and the crown prince they're doing right now with the country, like for whatever you want to do. You're a musician, there is so many opportunities. You're an artist, so many opportunities. You're a sport guy, there is so many opportunities. Not just in football. So if you think, okay, I could start creating some content about events in Saudi Arabia, it's easier to get tickets, easier to get hold of the people who's doing it. So I collaborate with things. It makes your life as a content creator so much easier to do this content, and they will help you.
Yeah.
With you want to do
they support you.
And interviews with like whoever doing it or whatever.
Yes.
They will help you with this because they want people to see these things as well.
Okay.
So to help us a lot these things.
Inshallah. Regarding your own journey for content creation, was there a kind of breakthrough moment? Was there anything that really kind of propelled you forward?
Okay, so in basketball, exactly. Like I did a lot of videos at the beginning, but like one of the videos I'm proud of, and I did like it's a long video about Kobe Bryant. It's like 45-minute video about the life of Kobe Bryant and what he did, and I did this before he died as well.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, after he died, this video blew up as well. Like a lot of people wanted to know the story and watch it. It gave me more and more following.
Yeah.
But because I did some collaboration with some people helped me with collaborations and these things. It helped me to build some massive. I'm not gonna say massive.
Yes.
Some followers and some views as well.
A lot.
You can say massive, man.
Yeah, say massive.
I'm still growing. I'm still growing. I'm still trying.
Oh, mashallah, you've done very well. If you look at the amount of subscribers and followers.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
What about when you're making your videos? How do you decide? So you just said you made a Kobe video while he was alive. How do you decide what kind of content you want to make? Is there any particular plan you have, or is it just inspiration?
Oh, well, okay. So if I'm gonna do let's say it's an NBA day, I'm gonna do some video about the NBA games happened today. Not a lot of preparations goes to that video. So I watch some games. I know some numbers. I open the camera and record. No script, no nothing. Because I'm just talking about the game.
Your heart,
yeah. 10, 15 minutes. Do the edit and that's it. But when I have ideas to do, because I did a Michael Jordan, I'm not against him.
You're not biased, huh?
Yeah, I did video about him, 23 minutes. Because
23, because he's 23.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That was purpose? You did that on purpose?
Because you know 23.
That was a number, right?
Yeah. So when I have an idea to do a story about a player or something, I do a big research. So Kobe, it took me a week to do a research, and I dive into it a lot because I love Kobe.
What do you like the most about Kobe? Sorry to cut you off because I want to go back because you research Michael Jordan, you research Kobe. Kobe is your best.
Kobe.
You
because
watch Kobe. Okay, that's why.
That's why. I cannot say Maradona is the best player ever for football because I haven't watched him.
Yeah,
that's
sense.
my one thing. But I dive into a story okay, I want to do a Kobe, a video about Kobe's life. So you go about you learn some information and you dive to watch 6-7 videos because I love him. So I'm took me hours.
It's fun.
Because it's fun for me.
Yeah.
So then I wrote a script. For this kind of video, I write the full script. I have a teleprompter at my home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
When
a real teleprompter you have?
Yeah. I don't have a teleprompter.
Where do you buy a teleprompter?
Online. You can find everything.
The real 2030.
Yeah, you can have everything. No, right now I have 2 studios in my apartment.
Mashallah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you record from home? Everything's from home?
Right now, I recommend because when I moved to Riyadh, I rented an apartment and I have 2 studios on it. And so I have, because a lot of information without a teleprompter, the video will take me 10 hours to record. But with a teleprompter, I'm just reading the information.
Wow.
It's way much easier.
Yeah.
I rarely do the teleprompter because when I watch a game, I'm not going to write everything about the game and read it. It's just I'm just talking about the game. I do some lives as well.
What about basketball? Sorry, Shane.
No.
What about what you think about basketball in Saudi Arabia? Is it growing? Is the people starting to play more? Do you see the Saudi youth getting more into basketball, or is it mainly football?
Well, okay, let's be honest. Saudi Arabia is always going to be a football country.
It's be number one.
Yeah, they love football more than anything.
Yeah.
Most of the world, to be honest.
This was a good educational time for Americans because for some reason, when you grew up in America, we believe basketball is the biggest in football. Our football is the biggest sports in the world. So when you actually travel outside of Saudi America, you realize wait a minute, man. We got to humble ourselves because it's not
but it's really growing right now in the basketball. So many things happened in the last 4 years. So the national team used to be rank 1 and 20. Right now it's in the 60s. For the first time they went to the World Cup qualifications. They didn't want the World Cup, but they wanted the World Cup qualification for the first time. It's something good. They play in the Asia Cup, and we will host the Asia Cup next year in 2025. For the teams, last 4 years, 3 teams won the league, so it's different teams. Al Hilal, Al Nasr, and Al Ahli won. So Al Hilal and Al Nasr used to be only football. Now they more into basketball as well. They're winning it, and also one of the good things, women basketball. Was created 2-3 years ago, and it's starting growing massively right now. We have a good national team in women basketball as well. So it's all growing, and I believe basketball is a family thing. When you create a basketball game, it's making it as an event, like in a 3x3, these kind of games. It's bring the whole family.
3-on-3, you mean?
Yeah. And it's a good thing. And I believe basketball is a family thing, a family event. When you go to a basketball game, you're not just going to the game. Everything around it, and this is what they're trying to do. Right now, the Federation of Basketball, and they have the half-court shot for some money, like 10K. If you try it, like you could win 10K if you
maybe
if you
10
score
years
this.
ago.
Yeah, but they're trying to do these things, so they're growing.
Yes.
So to me, this is interesting. I didn't even know Hilal and Essen, they had basketball teams. So
yeah.
when do they play? You know, how can we increase the exposure and improve the marketing for this?
Yeah, good question.
One of the bad things happened, and we don't. I might get blamed for, but TV. TV didn't care much about basketball.
Okay.
And Saudi.
Yeah, so we didn't have good broadcast for the other sport, non-football sport.
yes.
Okay, so basketball this year they didn't air it in all the games or on the sport channels. Okay, so some of the games,
Yeah.
and this is one of the main things if you want to grow a game, to show it.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course. And if you show it, you could have more sponsors, so you grow it more and more and more. So this is one of the bad things. But right now, the social media guys in Saudi Basketball Federation, I used to work there for 1 year, and they try and to even do the games in YouTube. And if TV is not, they're not gonna do it in TV. Let's do it in our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And they're trying to grow it. But it's not one. It's not one. Now one man job or like one federation job. Like it needs to be from all places.
Yeah.
Like, okay, some companies need to take like to do some sponsors for Saudi basketball. The TV need to do better job.
Yeah.
To create some content as well about this. Okay, people say, okay, you Jafar, you a content creator. Do some basketball about Saudi Arabia. Okay. It's not on TV. How am I gonna get the images, the videos? How can I do top fives or something basic if it's not on TV?
Makes
the NBA
sense,
is so easy because it's not comparable. Like you can't compare it.
Of course,
I know,
of course,
but all the games in League Pass, you could watch it, you could rewatch it, you could do all these things. It makes it easier for you.
True. Yeah.
Interesting. Regarding content, what's the biggest challenge you've had in terms of growing your channel and reaching an audience?
Oh my God, it's so I believe like the first 1,000 is always the hardest. Like because when I started, my Twitter has like 290 or 300 only, like people I know. So to make people like who's gonna watch it? How do you like hashtags or whatever you're gonna use, and then equipment. Because at the beginning when I started, I was like, okay, I need the best equipment, like the best microphones, the best studio. But then I realized like it's not about the equipment.
It's not. Yeah.
It's not at all. My some of my best videos with a webcam or with my cell phone.
Wow.
It gets like more views. Like because if you do something, like your audience will like. No, even if it's like with the bad quality, not the worst quality, but like,
but I get you. If it's a good content, the people will enjoy it.
They'll have. But at the beginning, like I had kind of feeling like, okay, I want to like grow this so fast because I don't want to live on my family. Like I don't want to rely on my family. I quit my job, so I don't want to just rely. Even though they said nothing, they were so supportive, like with this kind of things.
I reward them.
But you need the feelings.
Yes,
I'm old. I need to do better than this. So, but at the beginning, like getting some money was bad.
But you was patient though.
Yeah,
you had consistency and patience.
How do you deal with negative criticism?
Oh my God.
Because everybody gets it.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure any content creator has dealt with Instagram comments, YouTube comments. Do you care water off a duck's back, or does it actually bother you? And how do you deal with it?
At the beginning, I didn't expect it's basketball. Like, how big is the Arabic community for NBA here? Well, it's big. And people will...
I believe, it's a good amount of Saudis that love NBA basketball.
Yeah, because you see, when we talked about the scholarships, a lot of people, like the young generation went to the States to study, and they booked the culture, the basketball culture from there. And at the beginning, I was like, are they serious? Like, some people are saying bad words about me because I'm saying bad things about LeBron or Stephen Curry or something. I'm like, seriously? What the, really?
You should see what Mutar gets.
I love it, though. I give it back.
No, at the beginning, it bothers me a lot. I'm like, I'm here trying my best, spending money to create content. Just appreciate
it will
this.
affect, because the Saudi culture, they're not really into even the culture. People don't really say bad things to each other. But once you get on the internet, you open the door for people from all over the world who gonna say great. Like America, this is normal for us.
So what's your advice to deal with it?
You just gotta have thick skin, and you can't take it personal. You gotta realize they don't know you. They just can be anybody on the internet. You just don't take it personal. That's what I had to find out. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. When I first got on like Instagram and made my page open, it was difficult because I was DM people back like, "What's your address?" Like, "What's your?" No, but I was about to send some goons over there, but then I realized it could have been a 9-year-old kid, and they're like, "Hey."
No, but at the beginning, I didn't know that some people will follow you because they hate you. I was like, okay, if you follow me, you must like me or like my content. So why you hate on me? But then
he said they follow you because they hate you. This is good education.
That's funny.
That was funny,
but then I understood some people really will follow you and see everything you do just to hate on you.
Antagonize you as well.
And the funny thing is, some people will say, "Oh, you're the best. You're the best." Let's say I'm talking positively about LeBron James. So you're the best because they love LeBron James. One time you say bad things about LeBron James. You don't know nothing about basketball. You're the worst. You're stupid. I'm like, what about the last 3, 4, 5 weeks?
This is sports, bro. Sports is like.
Then I understood this.
I don't think basketball fans are worse than football fans.
No, oh my God. So sorry, football. Don't let me start about this.
This is next level stuff. I be saying, like, I have a lot of friends now. They all watch football. They be depressed when their team loses.
Oh my God.
It used to bother me more when I was younger.
Yeah.
I care less now.
Yeah, I said this. I said this a lot. Like, more responsibility when you get older. Like, you care less about these small things. But Saudi football, and you go to Twitter and you understand the language.
It's bad.
Oh my God.
Who's your Saudi team?
You really want me to say it?
A lot of
from
times
Eastern Province?
No, it's Al Nasser.
Okay.
Yeah, we
They're
lost
good. Why are you
everything this year. No, we lost everything this year.
Man, you finished second, you have Cristiano.
Second is just like the last.
It's a winner's mindset.
Yeah.
Next year, let's see if they buy some good players in the summer.
I'm not optimistic about that, but I hope so. I love them. I love the team. I like it. I know some people working there. Like, but it's still, Al did good.
Let's see. Let's see. Did you make a conscious effort to grow on a particular platform first? So the reason I'm asking is some people say I'm going to focus on Instagram, or I'm going to focus on Twitter, or I'm going to grow YouTube. For yourself, did you try and just attempt everything, grow on everything, or was it a particular
at the beginning
first?
I started with the Twitter only for 1 year. And when I started to do the basketball things, the second phase of my content creation, when I closed my first YouTube channel, then I went to Twitter because my mindset was, okay, the reach in Twitter will be better because of the retweets and these things. You tag some famous guy maybe or some famous
retweet it.
And they might retweet. They like what they see. They retweet it. You get some engagement. So this is my mindset. And like the 140-second videos, the max I could have done back then.
Yes,
this is what I grow. So I grow to like around like 50, maybe 50K. Then I went to YouTube because
YouTube is better for you.
YouTube, when you want to create long format video,
it's better for that. So, but I mean, with engagement, more followers, the people engaging is better on YouTube.
In Twitter, I have the same, like around 120K as well, something like this. But if you right now, say it's different era.
Yeah.
Maybe if someone want to start right now, they might look about Instagram Reels or TikTok videos because right now it's the short formatted video.
True.
With the new generation.
Yeah, the new generation.
Like right now, some people when they see
social media content, it always changes. You got to keep up. It's always changing.
Yeah. That's why you need to have your eggs in more than one basket.
Well, nowadays people are just putting their full podcast on Twitter. You see like full or X or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
like,
X,
people just put the whole 1 hour, 2 hour video on there.
Because this is the plan of Elon Musk. Elon Musk want to do a platform where everything is there.
He want everything there. Yeah.
There is a platform in China called WeChat.
Yeah.
That's everything. You pay with it. You chat with it. You Twitter is on it. Like their version of Twitter.
It's their version of
everything on that one app. Elon Musk want to do the same. That's why he wants the long formatted video there. He want to do like the spaces. He wants me to pay there. He wants everything in one app called X. That's his vision.
Wow.
Very good. Wanted to ask you. So you clearly do this full time, right?
My YouTube, and I work with a TV channel as well.
Okay. So how do you monetize it? Like, so I'm asking, so for people that are watching this that want to get advice from you, like what is the best way to monetize it? Is it to go to sponsors? Is it through ad revenue, through YouTube? What advice would you give?
If you go to YouTube or content creation and you only want to get money, you might not get it.
Okay.
To be honest.
On YouTube,
Yeah, because, okay, so I do videos on YouTube. Let's take my case. I do videos on YouTube. Mainly, I do some sport, okay, but mainly basketball.
Yeah.
So basketball here in Arabic, like when you do content in Arabic, it's not going to get millions of views. And I knew that. And I knew what I'm getting myself into.
Yes.
So the money you're getting is not going to be enough to have a family, to start a life or anything. You will spend more money in equipment and everything. Like last month, I think I got like from YouTube like 1,500 Riyadh or something. And it was like a good month, playoffs and everything, you know? So it's a good month. So it's not a money like to live on.
Yes.
But if you're doing a little better and you have some sponsors, you might get more money, like some companies from here. But the problem, the sponsors, they care more about the number of views than anything. So, okay, Jafar, your videos is like 20K, 30K average. Oh, we don't care about this. We will go to someone who get 100, 150K.
Okay.
So I don't get sponsors. I don't get a lot of sponsors.
Okay.
So I rely on the salary I get from my day job.
Yeah.
Was that a real conversation that you had with sponsors though? Like you need 100K plus to get?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Look, what bothers me is like I once I was talking with some like companies. I won't mention them. I won't mention what they do. But what they say is like, okay, we were about to do a podcast. Okay, I used to do a football podcast, football podcast at the beginning of the year. And Jafar, we want some like trendy. We want some fighting. I'm like, okay, I'm a relaxed guy. I'm not. No, you want me to create some problems to get a trend, so get more views.
Yeah, because this unfortunately people benefit from these nowadays.
Yeah, it's bad. Like, okay, you want Nasser.
So they want controversy.
Yeah,
but what
you talk about the Nasser.
To fight with who? As in, like,
yeah, because we are 4 guys talking about football. Okay, so between all these 4, I support Saudi. He's Hilali, he's Tihadi, he's Al Ahly. Okay, so when you talk about the Nasser, say you lose, you only lost because of the referee. You're not getting enough money. Blah blah. Make it trendy.
Okay.
I don't believe this is true. I'm like, no, we lost because we're bad. No, if you say this, it's not gonna get trend. This is one of the conversations.
It's a great concept for a show, though. We should copy it. But it's a good concept.
We can start slapping on. If you, no, I'm joking.
But that's it. So yeah,
not you, brother, because you like basketball.
Yeah. But I see the problem with that. So they want you to manufacture problems and controversy to get views. Yeah.
I'm not about to lie
because controversy sells.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's similar to the music industry. I remember when I was a rapper and I became Muslim, I wanted to stop doing cuss words. And I left the Outlaws. Literally, I was like, I'm not going to be in the group anymore because, I want to just be clean. So I went to Virgin Records. I don't mind telling who they are. So I went to Virgin Records. I met with an A&R. The A&R is the one who is responsible of bringing you the record deal. And I remember the guy told me, he said, listen, if you do a song igniting, bringing back the old beef, we want you to diss Mobb Deep. Exact words. If you do a song dissing Mobb Deep, we give you $1 million contract right now. He said, because imagine Napoleon from the Outlaws, he came back solo, and the first people he attacked is Mobb Deep, the people pop beef. He's like, I'll give you that deal right now.
You didn't take it?
I couldn't. No, I didn't take it. I was Muslim. I knew better now. You know what I mean? I was Muslim at this particular time. I would have took it. I probably would have been here doing a podcast. I probably would have been in Las Vegas right now.
It's a lot of money.
No, but because I knew better, I already lost friends. You know what I mean? I kind of knew controversial in hip hop doesn't just sell. You might get killed. You might kill some. Wars come behind this. So I was Muslim at that particular time.
Yeah, you have to do some sacrifices. Like for me, like some companies approach me like for a product, and I know it's a bad product. I'm not gonna use. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell my followers it's a good product. Okay.
Respect. That's respect.
Yeah, some guys who have like a small shop for basketball t-shirts. Okay, I know it's not the original ones. Okay, because you sell it for 50 riyals. Okay, the original one is 500 riyals. I know. He's like, but I don't want you to say it's fake. I'm like, I'm not gonna tell them it's the original one. Okay, I cannot do that. Even if you're gonna give me money. Okay,
this is respect for you because as a Muslim, this is how we're supposed to be. We don't sell our morals for money because now that money might be haram. You know what I mean? Because we lie.
Money is good, but sometimes like you think about like, oh, there is something after this life.
Yeah,
like you think about these things.
Yeah. Mashallah. Yeah. What's the end goal for you? So where do you envision this going?
Oh, this is a hard one. Like, well, to be honest, I always wanted to do like a show of my own. Like kind of a sports show, not like the First Take or the 7 show. Like, do you know the Pat McAfee show? Pat McAfee is a football player who's doing a show right now with ESPN. He's doing mainly in YouTube and these things.
Okay.
This kind of show Like he has a
Yes.
group of guys talking about all the sports and everything.
All the sports.
Yeah, the American sports.
Yeah, because they don't have nothing like that in Saudi. They have boxing, they have football,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but do they have someone speaking about?
No, and
So
because I watch a lot
have
of
a
sports.
niche.
I watch all the sport kind. I watch
Yes,
tennis. I watch
yes.
fight. I was in the MMA last month here in Riyadh. I was like, I go to all events. I covered Formula One, golf, tennis. Like last 2 years, the car. I was like everywhere with the car. Cars. Like I covered like 15 different sports. Okay, and I watch a lot of sports. I'm a sport guy, so I could talk a lot about sport things, and especially now when we talk about all these events happening in Saudi Arabia. You could talk for 2 hours every day, and you're not gonna cover everything.
Yeah.
So you're doing this now. Have you spoke to like the Ministry of Sport, for example? Like, have you approached them about something that you could do?
It's really not that easy, and to get this kind of support. But like I'm in the process to do something like this, and maybe not. I didn't say.
Yeah, maybe he
this.
got to start, and then it get back to some very important people, and then they
I'm
because
trying.
sometimes they like to they want to see you started. You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm trying to think.
Tawfiq, brother, man. Allah give you
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to do. Like before the Euros or before the Olympics, I want to start this kind of show. Even if I started myself in my own studio, then I grow it somehow. Maybe someone will sponsor it. Something will happen. But I want this kind of show because I know I don't like everything what they do in American TV, but they know how to do sport TV shows. The sport debates, these kind of
Saudi
things.
Stephen
I
A.
love it. You ever heard like Saudi commentary? I love it though. Allah. In America, they be cursing, and Saudi, they be praising Allah. I love it though.
There's that one guy that's super passionate. I don't know his name, but I think for being.
Yeah, you gotta. Now I like watching the football here, even though I don't understand all the Arabic, but I just love it.
They go in.
He might say, "Yeah, hey, Owan." They go.
You know, the Arabics and the Spanish when they come and
passionate languages.
they're more passionate than the Americans.
Would you make English content, English language content?
I don't. A lot of people ask me to, but I don't know if I'm that good, honestly, to do it in English. This is one thing. And if I want to do basketball, a lot of people doing basketball content in English.
Here.
No, in the States.
In
But
the
I want to
States.
do it. If you do it in English, are you doing it for the Saudi guys?
Yeah, I get you
like
because
for
you're trying to reach the Saudi market.
Even though if you do it in English, I don't know if the viewers will get more, but like it's like more potential viewers.
I think you have a niche though. I think because you're probably the only one doing it in Arabic and speaking about basketball, the more patient you are, eventually it's going to play off in the long run.
But you want to
I
branch
think
out,
you're
right? So these other sports.
Because the basketball, it's like, you could reach up to there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
But if you do other sports like Saudi football or other sports, you could reach way,
that's
way
what
more
Sham
higher.
said. Like you can go further with the other sports.
Yeah. So you mentioned earlier that you have a podcast, or you did a podcast, I believe.
I started a podcast with the TV channel I'm working on.
So from the algorithms in my feed, the kind of content I enjoy, I can see like the Mo Show is, mashallah, very, very good, very big in Saudi. Probably the biggest English language show in Saudi. You have AB Talks, which is, I would guess, the biggest in the Middle East. You know, he makes amazing content.
Yeah.
Do you think podcasting in Saudi and the Middle East can be as big as it is in the West?
Well, you never could compete with, let's be honest, English is the global language. So when they create content in English, even us, we watch it because we understand the language. A lot of Europeans, a lot of like all over the world. But when we create something in Arabic, it's like limited. I know it could get like there is a potential billion viewer, but it's somehow limited. But the podcast right here is growing so much in Saudi Arabia and in the Middle East as well.
The Middle East.
And I'm not saying all of them are good. And it gives a platform to anyone to talk. Some of them are not good. Some of them are good. I'm just being bluntly honest, okay? But it's something right now. It's the trend around the whole world.
Yeah,
everyone
around the world. He's right because podcast either you make it or you don't. Like,
and let's be
time
honest,
will tell.
Living in Riyadh, and whenever you go, you're gonna spend 1 hour going and 1 hour coming back in the traffic. What is better way than listening to a podcast? And I think this helps as well. And this is what I do. To listen.
So do you think it can be as big here as it is in the West? Because you know, in the West, everybody got a show. You know, so
everybody,
everywhere got a show. But it's not. But there is different. But you see, a lot of the Western they doing right now is like, they are a group and they do a show. It's a podcast, but they're the same guys talking every day about some concept. What we do here morally is like, we have a guest. And we interview them.
It's more interviews on this side,
And I think it's different concepts. Both could work, but what we do right here more is, let's have a guest
The
and interview him
standard
about his
podcast,
job
basically.
or his life or something. It's growing. And you see a lot of companies here, right? Growing, a lot of podcasts, a lot of good ones, as well.
For sure.
It's growing. I don't think, but my main thing is it's not going to be the same as an English speaking podcast.
Yeah.
Cool. Last couple questions.
Yes.
I got two more and we finish up. So I wanted to ask you a bit about e-gaming. So we can see with Savvy Gaming Group, PIF, backing them, they made a big investment into e-gaming in Saudi. I think
World Cup is coming.
One of the biggest
The
in the
World
world
Cup
of
is
e-gaming.
the biggest ever. World Cup
Which
is
one
coming.
go ahead, ask your question, then I'm going to shout out
No, go ahead.
e-game.
Well, the other thing I was going to say is that it's also one of the kind of key parts of Vision 2030 in sort of growing this particular sector. So, yeah, the way you say.
I want to shout out Khaled because Saul brother is with, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to say nothing wrong on the podcast show, but
you say that wrong. Where's the free space?
They one of the biggest. They might have teamed up with PIF, if I'm not mistaken. Now,
Inshallah.
one of the biggest. What is their name? You probably know better. The name two big e-gaming.
Falcons and Power.
Power. They were Power.
Yeah, I think that sounds familiar.
Yeah, the Power. And I didn't get this concept when they was explaining this to us years ago.
Yeah.
I went to their villa and everything. They had like this big villa out, and they was like, "We doing this and we doing that." And
well, can you tell us a little bit?
Tell us about what's happening in this.
I always believe like if you have a leader with a vision, like and believe in something, we will achieve something. Like a company, like this is a small company. If the leader doesn't have a good vision, or like they don't believe in the concept, you're not gonna success. You're not gonna succeed. But we have like one of the best leaders ever. Okay, the Crown Prince Mohammed Salman has a vision. Okay, and his vision is not just let's do one thing. Let's focus on sports or let's focus on tourism or something. No, he has a vision about everything. Things I know about, things I don't know about, and he knew that e-gaming is growing. And you invest in something growing, you'll be the best at it.
Am I wrong in saying that? I think he's a gamer too. I remember
he's a gamer.
I read something like this.
That's one of the benefits of these things. Like he is a sport guy, and then like you see the benefits in sport. He is a gamer. He understands like gamers, the gaming community, and everything. Without a leader who understands these things, we wouldn't do this investment. People will say, "Oh, you're a big company, oil country, like oil country, and you want to invest in gaming." If some people, if they don't understand gaming,
because like, this is the level, like
huge, right?
Power, like they estimated their valuation is on that. I couldn't believe it. A lot better feet. I'm like
billions with the gamers, and I think
you gotta learn to play.
I'm about to be wizard. After this, we're going to get some games.
If you play right now against the young generation, like I try to play online, like, oh my God,
we might just be throwing stuff.
It's so hard. Their hands move. I don't know how.
It's next level.
The World Cup they're doing right now is the biggest ever for e-gaming, and it's like the price is like I think 45 millions something.
What the price to win?
Yeah, for everything I think with the 45.
When is it? When is the World Cup?
I think it's
when is it? You go get ready?
To practice.
It's this year in the next 2 months, I think, I think, or something like this. It's in Saudi Arabia. And see, the gaming community are happy because they see, there's a country are willing to do this. Not just for Saudi Arabia, for the whole
they all
world
come
to see.
here.
This is the benefit for us to have a great leader.
So for somebody that doesn't even know anything about it, what do they like when you say gaming? What do they play at this World Cup?
There's multiple games. Okay. Like people know about FIFA or like NBA 2K, but like there's like games like Dota or like League of Legends or like a lot of games. Strategy
and people
games.
just challenge each other from all over the world.
Exactly.
So they play online or they physically come here?
Some of the tournament happens online, especially in COVID, and some of the qualifications happens online. But at the end, they all be here in Riyadh.
Where will it be?
In Riyadh.
As in, like, is there a location like Boulevard?
We have 2 arenas in Riyadh, the 2 big ones, and there's 2 of the best in the world with the equipment and everything. Like, I think the good things about Saudi Arabia, when we do things, we do it big.
Nah, everybody
we do
know
it
that.
right.
When Saudi do it, they do it big.
Yeah, we do
everybody
it right. Big. You see, like when we brought WWE, the Royal Rumble, we didn't do it with 30 guys. No, we do it with 60s.
Yeah, they do it
60,
big.
like
they
double the like we. because
nobody floss like the Adams.
We know how to do it.
When they do it, they do
right.
it, bro. We do it. The rappers in America was doing it till you come over here and say, no, nobody.
Look at all the events they have here. You know, the Inter Miami coming here, the boxing events. His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh is bringing like all these amazing events.
Boxing. You talk to anyone like who in boxing community, there was a Saudi Arabia saved boxing.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Because before Saudi Arabia stepped on boxing, it's like a lot of less money. No one is willing to have these big fighters against each other because they cannot control it or they don't have the money. But we here, we do it as big as could be.
Yeah,
When
amazing.
they do it big. Sorry, it's just they get down, bro.
Last question. What are the kind of, or your favorite top 3 gaming titles? Like, what do you enjoy playing?
Oh, I play a lot of GTA. I'm old, so I play GTA. I play FIFA and NBA 2K. I play a lot of Crash Team Racing. It's old game, PlayStation 2.
He looked at you when he said that.
Yeah.
I play. I'm thinking about the game because of my mom's Nintendo. You remember Nintendo?
But
you wasn't born, I don't think. Then.
No, I played
You remember
Nintendo.
Nintendo?
Yeah.
I'm from the Nintendo Safari, the 90s, bro.
But you knew about his
80s.
gaming stuff. Like you.
I know about it, but I don't know. He just educated me about it in a few minutes because I'm hearing about gaming. I just don't know too much about it.
It's a big community. And remember at the beginning when we talked
Shout
about
out to Power. So
Power and Falcons. Yeah, a lot of them. I know a lot of them.
So that's 2 teams, and you can join this team if you're good enough. Is that how it works?
Yeah,
I'm not even sure.
They will approach you. Yeah, because these teams are like, let's say, Power or Falcons. They have content creators and they have players as well.
And I believe they won. I don't know if it was Falcon or Power, but they won some tournaments against players worldwide.
Yeah, you follow
it's
they
just
won
not
a lot.
Saudi. I hear Saud talking about it. So it's not just Saudi.
Yeah.
They on the top 10 from
because
around
they
the world.
recruit players even from outside Saudi Arabia as well.
I'm about to join, man. Shout out to
big.
Power. I'm joining.
But is that how it works though? So these are the 2 biggest teams in Saudi.
Yes.
So how can somebody? How do I join that? Not me, but like how can somebody join
let's
that
say
team?
you're good in FIFA. Let's say, okay?
Yes.
You could approve like you're really good. They'll approach you with a contract with the support of the government because the government as well. We have a branch for e-gaming, and they support players
Financially.
Yeah, financially and
I
logistics,
believe they would be
financial, everything you need.
How much do you think they make? Like a typical good gamer, like let's say a good guy.
Typical good gamer. It could be like it could start from like thousands to 100,000 because
100,000
even more though.
Riyadh.
I believe.
Yeah.
But I believe even more
per year, per competition because you could get sponsors. Because if you're really good,
with sponsors, bro. Like what he said, like Power is up, bro.
They have
Serious,
a lot.
We about to join them. I don't know what we're gonna
if
do.
you're really good and he represents Power and I represent Falcons, we want to approach you. So we will negotiate.
Yeah.
He will like raise the money. I will I want you. I want to give you this. Like it's if you're really
Next
good.
level, bro. As a kid, we'd have never thought it would have been.
But you heard what you said. So they make like 100,000 a year. Some of them.
And more, and way more,
bro.
and way
I
more,
know
and way more.
From Power is more.
Yeah, it's way more.
Yeah.
And one last thing. Remember when I said, before, like, no one believes you could be a YouTuber or something because it was nothing.
Yeah.
5 years ago, 7 years ago, you can't tell your family you want to be an e-gamer. You want to be a legit
Yeah, they're not
professional
gonna get it,
gamer.
especially here. Yeah. if it's
Right
new.
now, like if I'm a parent, like I will tell my kid, drop the book, play some PlayStation. Like,
Really?
Now the new parents are saying, go pick up the game, pick up a football.
book's gonna give him like thousands.
Clearly, that's where the future is.
Yeah.
Book's gonna give you thousands. Gaming gonna give you millions. I want the millions.
What's the best game? So I read something yesterday that Red Dead Redemption 2 is the best game ever.
One of the best. Like it has a really nice graphics. It's a really nice story. It takes you back in time. Like Take-Two, the same company who do GTA.
Okay.
So they don't do a lot of games. Every like 5-10 years they give you one game.
So it's like a moment if they
So
make a
when
game.
they give you a game,
Next level,
it's like open world. And it's really one of the biggest and best games. If you want to start to play these games, like chilling and
Are
playing
they easy to play though? Because I don't want to be spending too much time
I'm too
figuring it
old.
out.
I'm too old to learn the new game.
No,
bro.
I'm
I just want to
old
get
and
straight to the.
I don't
I
play
want to
the
get
new
straight to the
games.
champion award, bro.
I don't play the new games because I'm old as well. But so these games to enjoy. Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna buy a
Thank you,
PS5.
brother.
You gotta come over. We're gonna play.
Let's do it, bro.
Yeah, get the slim, the small one.
I'm gonna do it.
Man.
With that
Bruh.
said,
Thanks for your
Finish.
time, bro. That was a dope little interview. Dope
appreciate
interview, bro.
you having me, guys. Like,
No,
enjoy
thank
it.
you
Thanks for
coming.
coming, man. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
You just gave us a lot of game, as we say in the States.
yeah. For real. Thank you, bro.
brother.
Jazakallah.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.